Close the hood, grab the keys, baby, who you tryna please? Push the pedal, spin the wheels, I know how to make you feel. Baby, I ain't playing games, just shut the door and pump the brakes. Close the hood, grab the keys, baby, who you tryna please? Push the pedal, spin the wheels, I know how to make you feel. Baby, I ain't playing games, just shut the door and pump the brakes.
We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan. Beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sideline. Now looking back to the last matchup between these two teams, it was Phoenix coming out with the win against the Pelicans.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
And Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
Paul George can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why. Has a career three-point percentage that's creeping towards 40%, and he seems to be getting better with age.
Here's Paul, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
McCollum outside. Williamson, the screen. He can't hit that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Paul left side. Here's Bridges. Rejected by Ingram.
With that 7'3" wingspan, Brandon Ingram is having no trouble getting to that shot.
Bridges with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Here's Black. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And stolen by Ayton.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Now McCollum after the missed three from Jay Crowder. Over to the left wing. Valanciunas inside. 6 to shoot. And McCollum is good for 3. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
And McCollum with the block. To the inside. Paul George with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Bridges leading the charge.
The assist.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now here's McCollum. 5 points in the game. Here's Valanciunas. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Paul. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Ayton. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
Now here's Ingram. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Valanciunas. Bridges with the steal. Fires the 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 5 points in the game. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Suns?
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnovers.
Suns call timeout.
Phoenix leading 5-4. Now Foster. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And stolen by Cousins. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now here's Nance. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Graham. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second.
And Greg with Devontae Graham, you know he's going to shoot it. He has no hesitation letting it fly.
I mean, he's a solid three-point shooter who believes he can make any shot. About 2/3 of his shots all come from outside, so you know exactly what you're getting with him.
Deflects the pass.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Pass to Hayes.
2 minutes
Stolen by
remaining
McGee.
in the first. 2
To the middle. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now here's Porter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Hayes. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Driving inside. And it's Foster missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Graham hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far. And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Up top, Porter. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Rebounded by McGee. Suns lead by 6. Driving to the basket. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Pass to Hayes. A crossover. He takes it up and lays it in.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Here's Foster. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Black. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They host the Clippers after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Bridges shot. Good. Bridges got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
A terrific ball thief. PG-13 knows it's a priority to create turnovers that spark the running game.
Here's McCollum. Ingram outside. Over Bridges. And it's Ingram missing.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Outside, George. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, you know, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
It's McCollum with the drive. And that one, good. McCollum's got 7 points.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Again, New Orleans turns it over.
Suns ball.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. BA, thank you.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And he banks in the layup. Valanciunas has got his second bucket.
Drawing attention from the defense. Zion knows there's probably someone else open. He understands the game.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Suns leading by 8. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. McCollum with the ball. Out guarded by Crowder. Williamson in the post. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Because of Zion's strength and explosiveness, he's nearly unguardable around the rim.
Here's Paul driving the lane. And that one's good, Ayton.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
For 3, Ingram. And the 3 ball is good. Ingram's got his second bucket tonight.
The key for Brandon is shooting with confidence. When he does this, he buries these trays.
Pass to Ayton. On the wing, Bridges. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
Now Williamson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Williamson's got 4 points this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Paul surveying the floor. The shot by George, wide open.
Paul George.
Good, and Paul gets the assist. George has got 12 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And it's Ingram missing. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Left side, George. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
It's Ingram on the wing. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Suns.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Stolen by McCollum. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Suns call timeout.
Pelicans fans, your Pelicans dance team.
Left in the first half of basketball. Right side, Porter. Back to Graham. Shot clock at 6. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Phoenix leading by 13. Pass to McGee. Crafty move. And it's McGee with the jam.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Takes a step back. It's blocked. And he's able to get it back. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Foster. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Hayes with the steal. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the field. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Ingram deciding where to go with it. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. And the rejection by Ayton. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
Strong take by Paul. He plays with great decisiveness.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a three, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
Chris Paul.
And the layup's good off the glass. And the Suns lead by 19.
With the ball on his string and that short area burst, Chris Paul can get anywhere he wants to go.
It's stolen by Valanciunas and taken away by Paul. Inside, here's Ayton. Oh, jams it right over Valanciunas. Wow.
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
McCollum outside. There's the triple. The shot missing. And Phoenix will come the other way. Down low. Here's Ayton. Williamson with the block.
And you look at Zion's playing style. Everything he does borders on the spectacular.
Hits the three-point bomb. Ingram's got 8 points.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
They get it back. Outside for George. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the way in. George has got 19 points.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul.
That's his second.
That's foul number 2 for him.
First team
and
foul.
Phoenix making a change here.
Suns substitution. JaVale McGee.
Williamson in the post. Rebound by JaVale McGee. Paul outside. In the corner, George with it. Back to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. 11 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Well, so far, his cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
This goes to.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Pass to Valanciunas. McCollum outside. Here's Williamson. The shot from the low post is good. He's got 6.
We talk about Zion's strength. but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
McGee.
JaVale McGee.
And it's McGee with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. The drive by Williamson. And it's Ingram missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
On the wing, George. 19 points in the game. Bridges misses. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Ingram wide open. And again, no good by New Orleans. Steps back. The kick out to Holiday. And there's the drive.
Number 10.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Here's Ingram. Off the left rim and out. On offense, here are the Suns. They're on a 14-5 run. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Coming onto the floor for your Pelicans.
Pelicans really having a tough go.
Junior.
Porter inside. Out to Nance. The three. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Nance has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And don't kid yourself about Cousins. He has the ability to see the whole floor, and he's willing to share the wealth.
That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
It's Porter outside. Phoenix grabs the miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Number 10.
Chalk up 2 there.
Assisted by
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
On the wing, Porter. .104 left in the third. McGee with the block. Here he goes. That shot missing. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. And a wide open look for Porter. Porter can't get that one to fall.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
New Orleans.
The Suns shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
That's his
They're looking over their percentage on the season, and I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Here's Graham. Rebounded by McGee. Phoenix with the ball. .20 seconds left in the third quarter. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
To stop the run. And the layup is good. Williams got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
The assist.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Payne with it. Takes it inside. McGee trying to break free. And that one drops for him.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Graham. Banked in off the glass.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Here's Payne. Off target from three-point range. And so it's New Orleans with it. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Drives to the hoop. And they'll get another chance. With the step back. Clock at 6. Here's Foster. McGee trying to break free. Foster, that's good. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Newman. On the wing, Nance. Pass to Hernangomez. From 10 feet out. He doesn't hit that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. There's the drive. Foster, that's good. Foster's got 4 points this quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Newman. Ron Gomez trying to break free. Hernan Gomez a screen. Newman with the bucket. Newman's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
It's rebounded by New Orleans. And here's Nance. Makes it off the glass.
Well, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Foster. And it's Foster finishing it off.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. Here's Newman. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
This one for 3. From the arc. The rebound by Johnson.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And it's Foster finishing it off.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Hernan Gomez a screen. Here's Newman. Plays it up and banks it in.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
To the middle. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Assist goes to.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. And it's the Pelicans' ball. Here's Newman. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his third.
And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Paul George.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
McCollum outside. Ingram with it. Now guarded by Ayton. They get it back. Kicks it out to Williamson. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Sun substitution. Number 10.
Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
And taken away by Paul.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Suns.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series. Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Pass to Bridges. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Valanciunas. In the corner, it's Ingram. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range.
Playing to Ingram's strengths. He's most effective when he gets his points within the flow of the offense.
Here's George. Somehow misses the one-handed flush. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This one was over.